All right.
Yeah, I'll be ready within the next like 10 or 15. They're about to cue me. Yeah, we're good.
Yep. Good evening, sports fans, and welcome into Strasser Field at Delta Park. It is senior night between the Central Catholic Rams and the Ida B. Wells Guardians. Dave Hall alongside Jack McArthur here. And you're watching Oregon Sports Beat, Oregon's leader in live local sports. Dave, a big game here today.
A big game for a number of reasons. Each team only has one more league game left after tonight. Also, this is senior night for Central Catholic, 8 seniors. They'll do that at halftime, and we'll carry that, the ceremonies that go on. Wells comes into this. Both these teams, by the way, are in the Columbia Conference of the OHSLA. Right now, Central Catholic is at 4-4. They're in third place. Wells is in sixth at 0-8, and Wells, although 0-8, is 4-11 overall, and has played better over the last 4 or 5 games. Their coach told me they are coming together. It's just a little bit late in the season to do it. And Coach Sanford, of course, his first season, he's looking forward to a winning record. So a win tonight will ensure them that they will at least have a 500 record. So big night for both teams.
Absolutely. Central Catholic Rams with a 4-4 league record in the Columbia Conference, 9-5 overall. Ida B. Wells, on the other hand, 0-8 in league play, 4-11 overall. Central Catholic sitting third in the Columbia Conference, while Ida B. Wells currently at last. As you mentioned, Dave Sanford, head coach of the Central Catholic Rams in his initial first season, but another end for the Ida B. Wells Guardians. It's Kyle Hinks at the helm in his 4th season, and this should be a big game today, Dave. Both teams with one more regular season match on their regular season schedule.
The Rams, of course, and Wells are in the Columbia Conference. There are 2 teams in the Columbia Conference that are in the top 5 in the state. So the conference is dominated by OES and Lincoln. OES is 8-0, 12-2 overall. Lincoln is 7-1, 13-3 overall.
Right, and it is senior night, Central Catholic with 8 seniors, Dave.
When we get a chance, I'll tell you who those are, but we'll carry the ceremony at halftime. Jack?
Right, here we go, ready to start things off with this duel. Referee blows his whistle, and it's a fight forward in the middle. And we're underway here at Strasser Field in Portland, Oregon, Delta Park. Sun's starting to come out, Dave, as Ida B. Wells on the attack early.
Remember, these are 4 12-minute quarters, and we do have a scoreboard, so we'll be able to follow the time.
Here comes Carl Hollow. Hollow plays it around, finds Eichen. As the sun is starting to gleam, we saw some rain yesterday, Dave, some cloudy weather earlier today, but you know what? It's just that Oregon weather for you, isn't it, Dave?
Wait a couple of minutes, it'll change.
That's right.
Might mention the goalies for each team. In goal for Wells is number 38. That's Paxton Kramer. In goal for the Central Catholic Rams, number 66, Adrian Ramirez Orozco.
That's right. 2 really super talented goalies, as now it's Hollow working inside.
By the way, Ramirez Orozco is one of the seniors for the Rams.
Hollow plays on the outside, finds Eichen.
These 2 teams met on April the 24th. The Rams won that one 14-7.
Yeah, Rams currently on a 1-game losing streak, coming off of a loss against Lincoln, as it's Hollow working inside, goes behind the goalie. And now it's spilled. Here comes Reese Ayers.
The Rams, when they played Lincoln the first time, lost 15-0. The last game they played, they lost 16-10. So Rams getting much better too.
Absolutely. Nice toss there from Ramirez Orozco. Now the Rams are on the attack, still scoreless early. 10 minutes left in this opening quarter as the sun really is starting to beam now. Now I regret not bringing my glasses, Dave. Rams slowing it down a little bit. Both teams still feeling each other out here for senior night at Strasser Field. It's Sam Martin working. Plays it back outside. Turns it over, and here come Wells. Ball in the center circle. Now it's scooped up, and referee blows his whistle. It's going to be a foul against the Guardians. Getting a little chippy early, Dave?
No, I don't think so.
No?
Not yet.
Not yet. Here comes Eichen working. Goes back outside. Now it's Carrick. Carrick with a fake, blows by a defender. Elects to go central inside. Now a shove, no call. Nice little stutter step. Now he's got an opening. Goes central, a shot. Oh, and it's just wide.
Orozco got off to the side. He blocked the angle on that, and so the shot went wide right. You know, although there's only 12-minute quarters in lacrosse, in this high school boys lacrosse, you can score a lot of goals in 12 minutes.
Yeah, we definitely saw a lot of goals last game that we called. That's for sure. Nice fake, yeah. Adrian Ramirez Orozco, one of 8 seniors on the Central Catholic side. Now it's Carrick working inside again. Rams bring the double. Goes back up top to Walter. And now it's Hollow. Cradles it. Works through traffic. A spin move, and it's in. Ida B. Wells open up the scoring early. And that time it's Carl Hollow with his first goal of the night. Ida B. Wells take the 1-0 lead early.
That goal coming at 7:56. Number 1, Hollow, right?
Yep, Hollow with the goal that time. And now Central Catholic looking for a response. Referee blows his whistle. Face off, ball on the ground still, and it's scooped up by Central Catholic. Here come the Rams on the attack as they're chopping away at his ankles. Oh, a nice spin move that time. Here come the Rams.
Jack Crayford bringing the ball back.
That's right. And now it's Dylan Schmick. Oh, working inside, shoots. Oh, and it's a really good save that time.
Paxton Kramer on the save.
And now we're going the other way. Here come the Guardians, full head of steam, entering the attacking third. Nice pass, bobbled it a little bit. Scoops it back up. Now they're going around the goalie, Orozco. This time it's Haddon on the attack. Up top for Hollow, the goal scorer from just a minute ago as he spills it. Solid defensive pressure from Sasha Coley. Stutter step. Oh, good idea. Inside it bounces in the area. Back up top. Entry pass. Scooped up. Gets away from Orozco. Scramble forward just outside there. Back in the middle. A shove. Shoots, and it's over the bar. Goes out. Central Catholic catch another break there, Dave.
Orozco very alert that time. The ball was bouncing around in front of him.
Yeah, great alertness there from Adrian Ramirez Orozco, the senior. And now it's Hollow working again. Plays it back up top to Carrick. Carrick spins his stick around. Getting ready to go inside. Lots of off-ball movement here for Ida B. Wells. Oh, a nice fake inside. It bounces. Thought he was going to go for the shot, and now Central Catholic with a double team. They scoop it up, and now the Rams are on the attack.
Owen Donegan on a great run down the left side.
Here comes Donegan. Oh, he tried to lob it up for Schultz, the senior. And they turn it over. Resilient work from the Rams early. Now they're stepping on the ball. It's bobbled run. Oh, a nice turn, and it's in. There's the equalizer, and it's a beauty off of the ground and in. Bounces in that time. It was Owen Donegan with the goal that knots it at 1, Dave.
Time on that goal, 5:14.
So Donegan gets on the score sheet to make it even at 1. As we're going to have a face-off here momentarily.
Great assist that time by Jack Crayford.
Crayford was working inside, and Donegan just bounced it in. A nice shot from him. Here come Onaby Wells on the attack. This time it's Jones. Jones taking matters into his own hands. And it's an easy save for Roscoe, it looks like.
You know, that's a great move. Win the draw, come straight forward, quick in on the goalie and let it fly. Roscoe up to it that time, though.
Yeah, it's like LeBron just going down the lane full head of steam, right?
Exactly.
It's hard to stop him. Fight forward central near the half-field line. Now the Rams take over. Nice reception now. Weaving through traffic. Spins around.
Jack, early on, Wells has won all 3 draws.
That's right. Here come the Rams. Working up top now. This time it's Denny. Denny tries to rip it. And referee blows his whistle, goes out of bounds for Wells. Here come the Guardians. We're all level at 1. 3:50 remaining in the first quarter. Taking matters into his own hands seemingly once again, Dave. This time it's Eichen. As he ultimately elects to pass to Ayers. And now it's Carrick outside trying to work his way in the middle. Carrick goes behind Orozco, the goalie now. And this time it dribbles out of bounds. It'll be in favor of Central Catholic.
And Liam Casey's going to handle the throw in.
Referee says back to the blue line there. Now the Rams with it on their own half.
You know, that's something, Jack. There are so many lines on this field for so many different sports. For lacrosse here, it's the blue line.
Absolutely. Crayford with it again, the senior. And this time they're near the red line. Right? All kinds of lines, Dave.
All kinds. Soccer lines, lacrosse lines.
Central Catholic working inside. Going behind the goal now. It's Crayford again. Back up top. Playing it around the perimeter now. Switching it from the left to the right.
You're looking for cutters and see if they go through.
Now curling around the goal. Can he go for the wraparound? Elected to go for the shot, and it was wide. This time picked up by Crayford, and it goes out.
That was Gus Lefevre on the wraparound. Just missed getting it in. That's a tough angle when you're coming around the net.
Yeah, Lefevre tried to go for one of those hockey-esque wraparound shots.
Right.
It's a good effort from him. Just went wide right that time. And now it's the Rams working inside. And they turn it over. Here comes Onaby Wells once again. Now it's Erickson on the run. Erickson being pressured. Goes central. Bounces once, and now it's into the midst of Eichen. Eichen to Hollow inside. Try to go for the lob pass, and they turn it over. Now it's the Rams going the other way. Lots of speed this time.
Good job by Orozco that time of cutting off the angle. He shifted from the left side of the net to the right and cut off all the angles.
Lucy and Mick Hale there.
What a save by Paxton Kramer for Wells.
Yeah, Mick Hale gave it to Schultz, and Schultz there with the shot. But it was an even better save, as you mentioned, from Kramer, the goalie. Unreal. And now we're on the other end. Here come Wells. The Guardians working. We're still tied with 1 minute remaining in this first quarter. Still knotted at 1. And now it's Hollow working. Taking his time. Defended by Cauley. Hollow on Cauley now.
Each of these teams have 1 game left.
Oh, and it's another goal, and this time it's Walter backing down the defense, and a shot that caught the Rams off guard, undoubtedly. And there's the lead for IW Wells once again. That time Walter netted one of his own, and now it's 2-1, Dave, almost near the end of the first quarter.
Time on that, 34 seconds. I was about to say each one of these teams have 1 game left. Wells plays Hood River and Central plays Grant. See if Wells wins this draw.
Here comes another draw. And now it is won by Wells. That time it's 42 Houston. Owen Houston now entering the attacking third. Barely stays on his feet that time. Jones able to keep his equilibrium. With just 15.9 left in this first quarter, Dave, what stood out to you the most so far?
Been really even play. For a team that's 0-8, facing a team 4-4, it's been surprising how well Wells has done, winning all the face-offs.
Right, yeah, it's been a pretty intriguing game, back and forth to say the least. Still plenty lacrosse left to play as we are nearing the termination of this opening quarter. Referee blows his whistle, and it is a Kevin Love-esque pass. Call it a full court one, and gets the shot off in time. And that's going to do it for the first quarter. Your score, 2-1. IW Wells lead the Rams early. Dave, your takeaways.
Takeaways from this?
Yep.
Pretty even played game, although the time of possession certainly favors Wells so far in the first period. I'm a little bit surprised that Central hasn't gotten off more shots. They've gotten down and they haven't been able to coordinate efforts in the middle and get shots away. I'm impressed with the play of both goalies. They've been very, very good.
Yeah, phenomenal goaltending from both sides. I have to agree with you there. For the Rams, it's Adrian Ramirez Orozco, the senior, who's done a great job. And another end for IW Wells with those green jerseys and the silver lettering, we'll call it silver lettering. It's Paxton Kramer, number 38. So, yeah, three collective goals, 2-1, still really early, but I agree with you, Dave. It's definitely pretty level right now. And I think that Central Catholic, they just need to be more decisive when they're in the front field.
Get aggressive. You mentioned Adrian Ramirez Orozco being a senior. Let me give you the seniors who are going to be honored at halftime today. Number 7, Jack Kryford. Number 1, August Lazat. Dylan McGregor, number 21. Number 2, Lucian McHale. Ramirez Orozco. Bo Rolak, number 9. Ralph Schultz, number 4. And Ty Newberry, number 5. Those are the 8 seniors that are going to be honored at halftime.
Yeah, they'll walk out with their families.
We were talking with the head coach for Wells, and he told us, he said, I've got a kind of a strange roster. He said, I'm mostly seniors and sophomores. And he said, so I'm going to lose a bunch of players, and I'm going to have a bunch of people become upperclassmen. So he said, we're going to have to fill in next year with freshmen.
Right, yeah, definitely a change of the tide, as you mentioned. Lots of freshmen coming for Wells next year. And as you mentioned, Kyle Hinks in his 4th season at the head for Wells.
It's an illegal pocket, 2 minutes.
For about 4 years, from 2015 to 2019, I did Wells football. They were Wilson then, so I have kind of a soft spot in my heart for Wells. Although I have a bigger allegiance to Central Catholic.
Yeah, right. Well, when I spoke to Hinks pregame, he mentioned that when I asked him about the mentality going into this game, he mentioned that he's hoping to play hard and to earn a win today. And additionally, the keys to the game for Wells, they mentioned they want to be better at ground balls and better at off-ball defense. And overall, I think there's been pretty good off-ball defense for Wells.
Right, and teams changed sides, so Central Catholic now moving from our left to our right.
Here comes Casey on the attack. Casey almost nearly shoved out of bounds. Casey, full head of steam, tried to go for the entry pass, lob it up in the middle, and now it's turned over. And this time it is Owen Houston with the counter, plays it up to Carrick. Carrick's got a lot of room to run, and he finds Green. Jacob Green trying to evade the defense. Oh, nice spin around, but he didn't keep the ball with him, Dave. And now that turns into a 4-on-3, a shot. And it's saved by the goalie, Paxton Kramer. Here come the Rams once again, and they turn it over.
That shot wasn't on goal. It was wide to the right, just a little bit. Might mention that the head coach for Central Catholic, Dave Sanford, for 3 or 4 years, did color commentary for us here on Oregon Sports Beat.
Yeah, that's right. Shout out to Dave Sanford. Talked to him before. Super nice dude. Here come the Rams, looking to equalize as they trail 2-1 with 10:20 remaining in the second quarter. Central Catholic on the attack once again, breaking inside a shot, and it just ricochets wide. That time it was Sam Martin with the shot.
We do a weekly sports show on Oregon Sports Beat called Sports Beat Weekly. Yesterday we talked about girls lacrosse since their tournament's coming up. It actually started in the semifinals and finals next week, and we talked to Ali Loeb, who's their executive director.
Nice. Rams seemingly slowing things down a little bit, taking their time, trying to build up the attack before they elect to go down Broadway. Nice stutter step. Oh, a shot, and it's nothing but net that time. A shot of pure beauty from Central Catholic. That's Gus Lefevre with a beautiful strike. Nets it, and now we're all tied up at 2 once again.
Shooters scope out the goalie. Where does he like to go? Where does he have trouble at? And that time Lefevre went high, and it went into the upper portion of the net.
We call that in soccer top right bins. I mean, that was just a beauty.
Had some pace on it, too. I mean, he fired it.
Right. He launched it. And here comes another faceoff as we're all level at 2 once again. And the Rams first to it.
Ty Newberry on the save, or saved that faceoff.
And now it's Crayford once again. Jack Crayford working behind the goal now. He's got Hoover on him. Goes outside. Here come the Rams. Working around the outside are the Rams. It's Schmick once again. Oh, nice move. Going all the way back outside now. Here comes Finley Weymouth. Now playing it around. Nice continuous possession from Central Catholic. Can they do something with it? Crayford tried to find a cutter. Now he's going to take matters into his own hands. Behind the goal once again. Goes outside. Looks for a shot. A good fake. Back on the outside.
Rams being very patient.
Oh, nice spin. Another opportunity for Central. Right back to Crayford. Crayford, the one-on-one, spins around, thought about the shot, decides to pass it off instead. Rams going around the outside. You know, I think that it's quality over quantity for this Rams side, Dave. Right now they're just trying to find the best shot they can. Curls inside, passes it off. Oh, what a stutter step. Looking for the wraparound all the way back out.
You know, that's a good point, Jack. Wells looking for any shot. Rams looking for the best shot.
That's right. Here comes Crayford again. And that time looked like he was fouled. Didn't get the call he wanted. All the way inside a shot, and it's just ricochets. Good save that time.
Dylan Schmick on that shot.
And they turn it over. Central Catholic once again. Here comes Crayford. Rams are definitely bringing the pressure currently.
That defensive block right there might have got the Rams offense worked up a little bit.
Right. Here comes Lefevre again. Back up top to Crayford. Tried to shoot it. Got it jarred out. And now the Rams retain possession. Here comes Central Catholic. Another really good stutter step. Oh, the wraparound shot is in. A beautiful shot, a wraparound, and it's a
Finley Weymouth.
Finley Weymouth with a strike of gold that time to make it 3-2 and the Rams lead with 6:37 remaining in the second quarter. Weymouth gets on the score sheet the first time tonight.
And that is the first lead of the game for the Rams.
That's right. So Finley Weymouth gets on the board to give the Rams a boost, propels them to a 3-2 lead. And here comes Central Catholic once again, looking to extend their lead.
Another face-off win for the Rams.
That's right.
Second in a row.
Crayford tried to keep it in and lost control of it. Now it's out to be Wells with possession. There's the goalie, Kramer. It bounces around, bobbled in out to be Wells' own territory. And now out to be Wells have it. Here comes Carl Hollow, the goal scorer from earlier today. And we hear a whistle from the referee.
2 goals for Wells, one by Hallow and one by Walter. 3 goals for the Rams, one by Donegan, one by Lefevre, and one by Weymouth.
And it's going to be a timeout.
Well, Jack, the second quarter has changed for the Rams. They've gotten more aggressive on offense. Granted, they're looking for the best shot, but they're moving the ball. We've seen a couple of times they've moved it all the way around the outside, including behind the net. So Rams are trying to get set on offense.
Absolutely, yeah. Speaking of behind the net, the last goal the Rams had, Finley Weymouth, it was a wraparound shot that really caught the goaltender Kramer off guard. I think that it really made him feel perplexed because he definitely didn't see it coming. And, the next thing you know, the ball's in the back of the net. Weymouth netted it. So 3-2 the score with 5:55 remaining in this second quarter. Still plenty of lacrosse left to play, though.
I think the triple nickel.
Right. The last time we were broadcasting last week, I think it was a Central Catholic, I think it was a softball game, and there was just deuces wild. This time it looks like it's fives wild because, you look at the scoreboard, it's 5-5-5, and if you add up 3 and 2, it makes 5, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you know what month we're in, Dave, right? It's the 5th month, right? It's May.
Jack must have minored in math.
I guess so. I guess I'm just observant. That's one way to put it.
And broadcaster has to be.
It's true. You got to be quick-witted. You got to be observant. You got to be aware of these things.
Well, I'm impressed that the style of the game has changed for the Rams, and they seem much more efficient. We've had very little action on the part of the offense for Wells so far here in the second quarter.
Yeah, the Wells have been seemingly Wells offense has been seemingly shut down in this second quarter, in the first quarter, or at least for the last few minutes of this second quarter.
The well is dry.
Yeah, the well is dry right now. I mean, we'll see if they're able to make the well work again. And here come the Guardians with those green jerseys and the gray lettering. Central Catholic, on the other hand, white jerseys and with the red lettering bordered by yellow.
Cardinal.
Oh, shot, and it's a really good save from Ramirez Orozco. And he's going to take his time to dish this one out. He ultimately finds a teammate. That time it was McGregor. And now they're alongside the back line. It's Coley. Sasha Coley. And there's a whistle. Looks like it's a violation for not crossing the half-field line in time.
Right. Kind of lost the ball for a while, had to go back and pick it up, and by then, too much time had elapsed.
Yep, and now it's Wells. Thought about the wraparound instead. Now they're working inside. Blistering shot, just wide left. Had the power behind it, Dave, but just not the accuracy that time for Wells.
And Ramirez Orozco cut the angle completely off that time. The shooter pulled that ball to the left because Ramirez Orozco had the angle shut off the rest of the way.
I mean, that's what you have to do as a goaltender. You have to make yourself look big. And here come Wells once again. Guardians looking to equalize as they trail by one, 3-2, 4:35 left in this second quarter. Working inside, makes the defender fall, then that time made himself fall. There's Hollow. Hollow to Carrick. Carrick inside, shoots and scores. Carrick levels it up at 3 apiece. This game is extremely entertaining, Dave. Lots of scoring transpiring so far.
Carrick, I believe, number
10. So Central Catholic no longer have the lead. We're all tied up at 3 with 4:27 left in the second quarter, Dave. Here comes another face-off. Referee blows his whistle, and the Guardians win it. Referee blows his whistle.
Guardians lead in face-offs now 5-2.
And now it's Central Catholic on the attack. Here come the Rams. Ty Newberry. Newberry has a brother, Drew Newberry, a couple years younger than him.
Ty's a senior, one of those 8 seniors.
That's right, and Drew is a sophomore, graduating in 2027. Here come the Rams again. We're all tied up at 3. If you're just joining us, I'm Jack McArthur alongside Dave Hall. You're watching Oregon Sports Beat for some 6A high school boys lacrosse action here at Delta Park, Strasser Field. Very historic field for sure.
You know, in the last week, Jack, Oregon Sports Beat has covered.
A shot and a goal. The Rams regain the lead. And that time it was
Sam Martin.
Sam Martin with his first goal of the evening. Make it 4-3, Rams on top.
The time on that, 3:28. What I was going to say, in the last week, Oregon Sports Beat has covered softball, baseball, soccer, and lacrosse.
We're versatile.
You know what? You and I have done all those.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I've broadcasted 5 games in the past 6 days.
Yep, me too.
We're grinding out here. It's the life of a broadcaster. You got to be versatile.
See if the Rams can get another goal here.
Here comes another duel, and the Guardians win it. 4-3 the score.
Nobody's led by more than a goal, so somebody needs to open up some space. See if the Rams can do it.
4-3 the score because of Martin's goal just seconds ago, coming about 20 seconds ago in the second quarter. So Rams on top, 4-3. Here comes Newbury.
Rams have 4 goals by 4 different players.
That's right. Newbury's double teamed. Finds an open teammate. This time it's Crayford. Crayford cradles it, and he finds a teammate. That time it's Schmick. Schmick all the way on the outside to Lefevre. Working it on the outside around the perimeter. Trying to have quality shot selection. Rams taking their time. They're definitely patient, that's for sure. Nice stutter step, a big opportunity. Shoots and scores. That time it's number 6, Gus Lefevre. Have yourself a day. His second goal of the evening. He has himself a brace.
You know, no sooner I mentioned just 1 goal among the 4 scorers when Lefevre gets his second.
Right. Lefevre with a powerful shot finds the back of the net to make it 5-3. Rams on top by 2. And speaking of 2, it's Lefevre's second goal of the evening, Dave.
2 minutes ago, second goal of the evening, 5-3 lead. Face-off coming up.
Here comes another face-off. It was the Guardians who initially took the lead with 7:58 remaining in the first quarter from Carl Hollow's goal, and they actually were the first ones to score. Now it's 5-3. Rams on top by 2. Guardians looking for an answer. Here come out of B. Wells. It's Fraunfelter working. Oh, it's a good save from Ramirez Orozco, unable to pick it up. He's got some assistance that time from McGregor. McGregor up top. Plays it up front to Newbury. Oh, a great entry pass. Spilled it, but regains control.
You know, in that last shot, they tried to bounce that in on Orozco, and he was up to the task. Got down low and blocked the bounce.
That time, Donegan found Schultz. Schultz lost it. Here comes Schultz again. He's checked. And now it's Newbury who picks it up. Ty Newbury. And now it's Crayford with it on the outside. Crayford skipping his way inside, tried to shoot it, falling away as he shoots it, and it's a little bit too strong. That time he didn't have enough balance, Dave.
You know, that was a tough angle on that. He was running away from the goal, tried to go back over his right shoulder, and just a little wide. We're under a minute now.
Just 55 seconds remaining in the second period. Oh, a big check that time. Crayford gets dropped by Fletcher Hammond. And it's going to be a timeout. Or just looks like substitutions instead.
Substitutions.
Yep. So now Rams have possession in their own territory. Now it's Crayford with a lot of speed. Referee blows his whistle. And looks like the Rams called the timeout first.
You know, you finally got the lead to 2. You don't want to give up a goal here when you got that 2-goal lead. So let's talk it over. 30 seconds left. Let's don't give up a cheap goal.
Yeah, right. I mean, when you're on top by 2, especially in the first half of the game, you have to be very disciplined and you have to remain composed, Dave.
Composure.
It's key in any sport. Composure is essential.
It was 2-1 Wells at the end of 1. Here in the second period, Rams have outscored Wells 4-1.
So Rams on a 4-1 run in this second quarter. The Guardians trying to get themselves back on the board to try to shorten this deficit. They trail just by 2. 8 collective goals in this game. 5-3 the score. 34.6 left in this first half. Rams likely going to be focusing on defense, while looks like Ida Wells just desperate to get at least one goal before this official halftime, Dave.
By the way, I want to remind you, halftime is going to honor the seniors on the Central Catholic team. There are 8 of them. We have microphones down on the field. We'll catch the ceremony, and we'll just bring you that while we're at halftime.
Okay, so stay tuned for that here on Oregon Sports Beat as the timeout's over. Wells huddling up. Both teams have their respective game plans here, as the Guardians trying to make things more interesting as they're down by just 2. Lots of scoring going on, though, so far in this game, Dave.
8 goals at halftime. Well,
potentially more.
Potentially more.
We'll see.
Rams have the ball.
Here come the Rams. Central Catholic with just 26 seconds left in this first half, trying to extend their lead.
Plenty of time to set something up.
Here comes Crayford. Crayford to Schultz. Outside to Weymouth. Shoots just wide that time from Martin, who scored earlier in this second quarter to make it 4-3. And now it's 5-3. Because of Gus Lefevre's goal for the Rams.
Lefevre with 2 goals in the game, leading scorer in the game for both teams.
Yep. Lefevre's had a great game. 2 goals so far for him. Trying to get the hat trick, Dave. So another timeout once again. 11.4 seconds remaining in this first half. It's senior night here at Delta Park. I'm Jack McArthur alongside Dave Hall. You're watching Oregon Sports Beat, Oregon's leader in live local sports.
Speaking of seniors, one of the keys of this game so far, the goal play for Adrian Ramirez Orozco.
Yeah, he's had a pretty solid showing so far.
You know what I like about him? 1, he's big. He takes up a lot of the net. 2, he gets great position. He cuts off the angles.
Positioning is key, but especially in a sport like lacrosse when the goal is not that big. You have to make sure that you're in the right spot on defense.
That's why you see shooters, they try to change it up. They don't want every shot to be the same. Bounce it in, go low in the corners, go high in the corners.
Lob it up, have somebody throw it down and bounce it in. Yeah, there's a lot
wrap it around.
There's a wrap it around. Right, we've seen that today. Seen that before. There's a multitude of ways you can score in lacrosse. I mean, in any sport, there's a multitude of ways you can score, but especially in lacrosse, it seems like there is a lot of different ways you can get the ball in the back of the net. Here comes Central Catholic. Just seconds left. Drawing something up, trying to extend their lead. A shot. Oh, and it's a great save that time from the goalie, Kramer. The horn goes off. Referees blow their whistle, and that's going to do it for the first half. Your score 5, Central Catholic 5, Ida Wells 3. After 2 quarters, Dave, your biggest takeaway from that first half?
Well, 2 different quarters for sure. Central Catholic in the first outscored 2-1, but wins the second quarter 4-1, and it was concerted effort on everybody. In the beginning, we were talking about the slow pace for the Rams, that they came down, they seemed to be slow going around the outside or looking for shots. In the second period, they sped that up quite a bit, and as a result, got away some really good placed shots. I
agree. The Rams definitely had a increase in overall level of play, and they tempo. They started to play more rapidly, and it definitely showed. I mean, the scoreline exemplifies that 5-3. As you mentioned, the Rams, they were actually down by 1, 2-1 at the end of the first quarter, and now they're up by 2, 5-3 at halftime.
Another thing I like about it is how many different players have scored for the Rams. They're not just looking for one player. They're looking for whoever's open. You and I talked about it. They're looking for the best shot. So far, they've done a good job of getting that shot.
Absolutely. The Rams have had multiple different goal scorers. So far in this game, they have had 3 different goal scorers, I believe.
They've actually had 4.
4 different goal scorers. So you got Gus Lefevre, who has 2. You got Sam Martin with 1. You have Finley Weymouth with 1.
And Donegan with 1.
That's right, and Donegan with 1.
All right, let me tell you, those seniors again are going to be honored here at halftime. Jack Crayford, August Lazat, Donald McGregor, Lucian McHale, Adrian Ramirez Orozco, Bo Rolick, and Ralph Schultz, and Ty Newberry.
Senior night's always fun. Families coming out onto the field. Got the cheerleaders out there. We got no rain so far. Don't want to jinx it, but it might be too late.
All right, we'll turn it over to down on the field. You'll be able to listen in on what's going on.
Welcome and thank you for attending Central Catholic Rams Senior Night at Delta Park. Let's hear it for the seniors. Well, you know, this is a moment that true Central Catholic character matter. And how it all comes together as a family. So let's give great recognition to our first senior, number 1, August Lazat. August has played with Catholic Lacrosse for 4 years. He's accompanied by his parents, Hope and Peter Lazat. After high school, August plans on attending Santa Clara University. His favorite lacrosse memory, finally beating Grant and playing with his brother at freshman year. Advice for team nights: take care of your bodies, especially your knees. Number 2, Lucian McHale. Lucian has played Central Catholic Lacrosse for 4 years. He's accompanied by his parents, Anjanette and Brew McHale, and Ivan Rodriguez. After high school, Lucian plans on studying environmental studies at the University of Oregon. His favorite lacrosse memory, beating Grant in overtime. Advice for teammates: hit the wall and keep having fun. Let's bring in number 4, Ralph Schultz. Left forward. He's played Central Catholic Lacrosse for 4 years, accompanied by his parents, Susie and Ralph Schultz III. After high school, he's attending University of Utah to study mechanical engineering. His favorite lacrosse memory: beating Grant. Advice for teammates: have fun and make memories. Number 5, Ty Newberry. He's played lacrosse for 2 years. He's accompanied by his parents, Ricky and Doug Newberry, and younger brothers, Drew and Luke. His favorite lacrosse memory: beating Grant and Ida B. Wells in overtime. Advice for teammates: play your heart out every day because you have no idea how fast these high school years go by. Number 7, Jack Crayford. He's played lacrosse for 4 years. He's accompanied by his parents, Laura and Kent, and sister Lillian and brother Sam. He plans on attending University of San Diego. His favorite lacrosse memory? End of season party at Ralph's house. Advice for teammates: look out for each other and always work hard. Number 9, Bo Rolak. He's played lacrosse for 4 years. He's accompanied by his parents, Nicole and Todd Rolak, his brother Titan and sister Lyra. After high school, he plans on attending Baylor to study international business. His favorite lacrosse memory? Beating Grant. Advice for teammates: have fun and don't take it too seriously. Number 22, Donald McGregor. Sorry, number 21, correction. He's played lacrosse for 3 years. He's accompanied by his mom, Dory McGregor, and brother John. After high school, he's attending trade school to become an electrician. His favorite lacrosse memory? Beating Grant. Advice for teammates: work hard and win. Now coming to you, number 66, Adrian Ramirez Orozco. He's played Central Catholic lacrosse for 4 years. He's accompanied by his mom, Sophia, dad, Ernesto, and girlfriend, Heidi Aguilar. After high school, he plans on studying business at University of Portland. His favorite lacrosse memory? Beating Grant senior year. Advice for teammates: have fun. It is a game. Let's give a hand out to all of our seniors and families for their hard work, dedication. Go Rams.
Yep.
Hey, all the seniors over here for photo. Let's go on.
Nice to meet you. I was gonna say. You're all baby.
Adrian, you got your big head, no? You got a big head? Oh.
Okay, can we get some with you guys? I don't have any. Yeah. Can we do one more big turn the other way when you guys are done? No, you're not. You're not. No, go. Just go. And then they'll turn. Just go in, and then they'll turn. In the front, guys. Down in front. You can't see their big heads.
Here. You should hold the big heads over your head.
I didn't know.
All right.
One more, guys. One more. Right? One more. Look here. What?
Well, I didn't get one.
All right, we're taking it.
Good
job, you guys.
Are you sure?
Right. Good job, boys. Kick butt. Keep it up. Get out there and take care of some business. Yeah. Hey. Take this. Did you have any legs this morning?
Good job, big dog. Go get him, you guys. Good job. Go get him.
Kick some ass, Ty! Go get him, buddy! Did you lift this morning?
Why are you so slow? Why do you look like shit?
Here's his electrician card. You guys are going to need to call him.
Welcome back into Delta Park. We're here at Strasser Field. You're watching Oregon Sports Beat for some 6A boys lacrosse action. It is senior night between the Central Catholic Rams and the IW Wells Guardians. Your halftime score 5-3. Currently Rams on top by 2. I'm Jack McArthur alongside Dave Hall. You're watching Oregon Sports Beat, Oregon's leader in live local sports. Super entertaining first half, Dave. Let's recap the scoring real quick.
All right, take a look at the scoring. In the first period, it was 1-1 at the end, or I'm sorry, 2-1 at the end of the period. Goals for Wells by Hallow and Walter. Goals by Central Catholic by Donegan. That made it 2-1 at the end of one. 5 goals altogether in the second period. 4 of those by the Rams. Rams get the first goal. Gus Lefevre with a goal. Then Finley Weymouth with the goal right after that. Wells came back with a goal then and tied it up at 3-3, a goal by Carrick at the 4:27 mark, and then 2 goals late by the Rams, one at the 3:18 mark by Sam Martin, and then the second goal of the game for Gus Lefevre, that came at the 2:13 mark to make our score, what we got on the board, 5-3. I wanted to, while we got a chance, give you the current standings in the Columbia Conference. OES on top, they're 8-0, 12-2 overall. Lincoln second, 7-1, 13-3 overall. Central 4-4, Grant 4-4, Central's 9-5, Grant's 10-6, and then at the bottom, Hood River 1-7, 1-11 overall. Wells 0-8, 4-11 overall. Jack?
Yep, looking forward to this second half. It was an extremely intriguing first half, and we just witnessed the senior night festivities, if you will, and that was pretty entertaining to watch.
Players and their families, it was a great honor for them at the end. Some of them have been playing lacrosse for 4 years at Central, so
yep.
I know the goalie, Adrian Ramirez Orozco, has been playing all 4 years.
Yeah, definitely a memorable time for these players to commemorate this evening and just to make some memories with teammates and family.
Switch sides again, so the Rams moving right to left.
And here come the IW Wells Guardians. A lofted pass forwards. It's bouncing in the area, and now the Guardians pick it up again. They trail by 2, 5-3. Now it's Carrick looking for a runner. He finds Walter.
Those are the 2 goal scorers, by the way, Carrick and Walter for Wells. 2 of the 3 goal scorers.
Walter backing down inside, who tried to bounce it in, and it was an outstanding save from Ramirez Orozco. He really had to get big and get down to deflect that one as it went off of his knee and just bounced over the bar. It's a lethal shot there, almost went in. And here come the Guardians once again. A collision, both players hit the ground. Ends up in favor of the Guardians, but the referee blows his whistle. And now we're playing once again. Referee blows his whistle, gives the signal. And now it's Hollow with it.
2 big things in lacrosse. One, of course, is it's an Olympic sport in 2028.
That's exciting news.
The other is most people think the threshold to get certification in the state is 50 teams. Boys have 50 teams now. The girls are just a little bit short, so everybody's hoping lacrosse gets certified as a high school sport.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the most rapidly growing sports in the world, as that shot was just wide left from Central Catholic.
Jack, you know what is the most played sport in the world, has the most participants?
Probably soccer.
No, it's not.
Let me guess, basketball.
No, it's not.
Okay, I'm just going to keep guessing.
No, you're not.
Yeah, no, you can just tell me.
Cricket.
Cricket, wow, okay. I haven't played cricket yet, I've commentated about 6 different sports, but I haven't called cricket or played it in my life. What about you, Dave?
Unfortunately, on my resume of sports I have covered is professional wrestling.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Maybe one of these days we'll cover professional wrestling or cricket.
It was a fun time. It was humorous.
Yeah, I bet. IW Wells on the attack now as they trail by 2, 5-3 with 9:52 remaining in this third quarter. Still plenty of lacrosse left to play.
Jack, the toughest I've covered was rugby.
Oh, I bet. On the attack now is Carrick, the goal scorer from earlier today. Plays it back to Eichen. Around the perimeter to Hollow as he spills it and scoops it right back up. Nice spin move. Tried to weave his way through traffic. Almost turns it over. Now the Rams are trying to get to it first, and now the Guardians have it until the referee blows his whistle.
You know, heightened tension when that ball is loose, rolling around in front of the goalie, and everybody's trying to pick it up.
Right. So it will be IW Wells' possession as they're down by 2 with 9:16 left in this third quarter. And here comes Carrick. Back around the outside to Eichen. Nice stutter step. Back up top to Green. Jacob Green hits the brakes.
Look how big Orozco is in goal. I mean, he takes up a lot of the space.
Yep. Oh, a nice pass. Tried to lob it up in the middle, and now it's a scramble forward. It hits the ground once again, ultimately scooped up by Central Catholic. And now it's Owen Donegan with possession. Being double teamed now. At this point, Dave is just outrunning defenders. Here comes Donegan, and referee blows his whistle. He stepped out of bounds, so he turns it over, but pretty respectable and commendable effort there from Donegan there. He tried to take matters into his own hands, Dave.
Donegan scored the first goal for Central in this game in the first period.
Here come the Guardians. Oh, it's just wide left. A shot that time from Henry Eichen. Goes wide, and now they have the possession once again. Here's Eichen. Back up top to Carrick. Outside for Hollow. Hollow spins around trying to get a shot off. Now he takes a step back. Backtracks a little bit, and now he's going all the way inside. Oh, a nice fake, a shot. Oh, and it's wide left. Try to bounce that one in, Dave, and it was just a little bit wide.
Well, not only was it a little bit wide, but Orozco got his stick on that and deflected that wider to the right.
Here come the Guardians once again, pushing and shoving going on, and there's a flag from the official. Blows his whistle. So 30-second penalty for Ty Newberry. So the Guardians will have an advantage here, a 30-second power play. They'll play a man up. 7:37. When I see that number, I think of one thing only, an airplane. So 7:25 left in this third period. Rams on top by 2, 5-3. Guardians trying to wither their way back into this one. Here comes Hollow once again. Outside, oh, lost the handle on that one. Carrick almost turns it over, but cleans it up. Right back to Hollow. Hollow, nice entry pass to Green. Green finds Hollow again. Rips a shot, and it's a really good save from Ramirez Orozco. He was first to that one. And here come the Rams with the counter.
Hard shot. Ramirez Orozco went down on his knees that time, snagged it with his net.
An opportunity brewing for Central Catholic. 6:35 left in this third period. 5-3 the score. Rams on top by 2. Playing it around the outside. Here comes Lefevre. Wrapping it around. Now it's Crayford. Oh, Crayford with a shot. He's pass way outside. Didn't get enough control behind that one, and it goes out of bounds. Ida Wells pick it up.
Crayford had good position that time, turned around as he did, let that go. It was high and wide.
And now it's a cross-field pass from Isaac Erickson. Now they're going all the way forward to Eichen. Here comes Eichen. Stutter Sepson hits the gas. Finds Green. Green to Hollow. Whips it around back up top to Carrick. Carrick taking his time. Finds the open man, Hollow. Hollow back to Carrick. It's like they're playing keep away at this point. They trail by 2 with 5:25 left in the third period. Wells need an answer. Nice speed here, Dave.
This is the longest we've gone in a period without a goal.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of goal scoring in a while. 5-3 the score. Rams on top by 2 as Crayford has possession.
It's actually been, let's see, 9 minutes since we've had a goal.
Here come the Rams. Maybe trying to go for another wraparound shot. August Lazat. Lazat back up top, finds Newberry. Drew Newberry. Here comes Crayford again. Crayford with the spin move. Solid pass as the Rams have possession. Nice little stutter step. Here comes August Lazat. Lazat looked for the entry pass, and instead he turns it over. Here come the Rams once again all the way inside. It's a good save from the goalie, Kramer.
Martin picked up a loose ball right on top of the goal that time and tried to go for a goal
and
inside.
They turn it over inside, and referee says no goal. And Central Catholic can't believe it. Interested to see what the call is.
I'm not sure what the call is here because that looked like a legal goal to me.
Well, nevertheless, no goal called on that one. So 5-3, Dave. The score remains Central Catholic on top by 2 with 3:44 left in this third period.
You and I are missing vertical stripes on our jersey, so we can't call that a goal.
Yeah, right. I only have vertical stripes on select months of the year when I decide to ref youth basketball.
Jack's been a soccer referee too.
Yeah, I used to be a soccer ref for a few years back in high school. Now I ref youth basketball. Well, referees, the people in stripes. Gonna talk this one over, Dave.
We have only 3:44 left to go in the third. We've not had a goal since the actual time on the last goal was the 2:13 mark of the second period. So we've been almost 12 minutes.
Right, I'm interested to see what the verdict is on this one.
Not a goal.
Yeah, not a goal, I guess, right?
Right.
We'll just go with that for now. Unsure what the official ruling is from the officials. But it's Central Catholic with possession. We know that much. 3:30 left in the third period. Rams on top by 2. Spin cycle, turns it over. Gets it right back, hits the deck. Oh. And now it's Lazat with a shot just wide left. He tried to go bottom left corner that time.
At the last second, pulled that down and shot it low, and shot it just wide.
August Lazat, one of 8 seniors. He will be going to Santa Clara University, as they mentioned during that halftime celebration.
The Broncos.
That's right. .255 remaining in this third period. It's Crayford working outside. Here comes Drew Newberry looking for an outlet pass. Now it's the Rams once again. Newberry inside. Back out. Little give and go action. 2:25 left in the third period. Rams still up by 2. Lefevre. Working inside until he's pushed out. Good defensive pressure from Wells.
That was Quinn Thomas, number 17 for Wells, putting the pressure on Crayford.
Nice pass outside. Lefevre to Lazat. Had to reach for that one to keep it in. Nice stutter step all the way back out near half field. Now they're electing to go central. Here comes Crayford. Shoots, and it's wide left on that attempt. 1:47 left in the third period. Rams still up by 2.
Rams haven't given up on offense, and
That's
they've
for sure.
mostly dominated the third period here, but just haven't got the biscuit in the basket.
Right? That's what they say, right? They haven't gotten their hand in the cookie jar yet.
Yeah.
Here comes Finley Weymouth.
A goal scorer in this game.
Right? Now they're passing it around the outside. It's Lefevre again. He's shoved. Working through the contact all the way back outside now.
You know, he used Joe Denny as a screen.
Yeah.
But great play by Thomas again on defense. Fought through the screen.
Right now the Guardians, resilience on the defensive end. Working through the double team, spilled it, turns it over. And it's a scramble forward on the ground until it's ultimately picked up by the Rams. A shot, and it bounces in. Central Catholic get the answer that they needed. That time it's Drew Newberry. Add him to the score sheet. His first goal of the evening, Dave.
I thought we were going to see a scoreless period. We're not. The goal by Newberry coming at the 53-second mark.
So Drew Newberry scores to make it 6-3, and now the Rams have twice as many goals as the Guardians.
And, of course, Newberry, the sophomore.
That's right. Younger brother to the senior Ty Newberry, number 5. Here comes another duel in the center circle. It looks like it's soccer now with the little flick with the foot that time from number 21. That's Nasluno. He thought it was soccer for a second, Dave. Started kicking the ball. I guess that's legal.
It is.
Yeah, I guess so, right? If it's not broke, don't fix it, as they say. So Ramirez Orozco plays it up. Here comes Central Catholic again. Looking for another one. Playing it inside. Lost control. Pinballed around. Ultimately picked up by the Guardians. This time it's Rowe. Here comes Rowe working inside, trying to get a shot off, and it bounces wide.
Again, Orozco in just the right position to cut off the angle on that shot.
Solid work from Orozco, as you mentioned, to cut down the angle. Here come the Guardians once again. Running out of time, 4 seconds left in this period. And the referee blew his whistle with just half of a second left on that clock. And full field heave from Central Catholic won't go in. So that's going to do it for the third period. Your score after 3. Guardians 3, Rams 6.
Rams scoring, goal in the first, 4 goals in the second, a goal in the third. Wells scoring 2 in the first, 1 in the second, none in that period. Great defensive effort from the Rams, and particularly from the goalie, Adrian Ramirez Orozco.
I think that both teams did a resilient job defensively, especially in that third quarter. I mean, the amount of goal scoring that we've witnessed today has definitely been on the decline. You know, in the first couple periods, we saw a lot of it, and then in that third period, we just saw 1 goal, Dave.
You know, I'll give you an idea of how low the scoring is and how good the defense is. In the last 2 games that Wells has been involved in, there were 23 goals in both games. 23.
That's a lot.
In the last 2 games the Rams were involved in, there were 18 goals and 26 goals. Here we are headed into the fourth. We have 9 in the game.
we're not in double-digit scoring territory yet. 6-3 the score. Rams on top by 3 as we're headed to the 4th and final quarter momentarily. Dave, what stood out to you the most?
Defense. That's the word, defense. More, when you're talking about defense, more on the part of Wells. They gave up a goal, but they were under barrage for the whole third period. Not so much defense for the Rams because Wells didn't get down and get on offense very often, but the defense for Wells to just give up 1 goal on all that offensive action, that was pretty outstanding.
Yeah, pretty good defense from both sides. It really has been a defensive battle so far. Despite the fact there's 9 total goals, I mean, it's not up to the average standard that we've witnessed so far. And as you mentioned, Central Catholic just averaging over 15 goals per game this season. They've scored a lot.
Any lacrosse fan will tell you a 3-goal lead, that's not a lot.
Especially in a sport like lacrosse. In soccer, it's means a little bit more, but I mean, in a sport like lacrosse, 3 goals can happen in 3 minutes or less.
Or less.
So here comes the 4th and final quarter. If you're just joining us, I'm Jack McArthur alongside Dave Hall. You're watching Oregon Sports Beat, Oregon's leader in live local sports. It's 6A high school boys lacrosse, 6A action between Central Catholic. Now to be Wells as that shot, it's senior night, as that shot just ricochets wide, as it was a shot from Lucian McHale, the senior, and looks like he's shaken up, holding on to his back. Visibly distraught. Hopefully he's all right. So he's going to take a seat.
Ty Newberry has been handling all the draws for Central Catholic, and as Central Catholic got off to a bad start on the draws, but has really cleaned that up the rest of the game.
This one's picked up by Central Catholic. Here comes Liam Casey. Casey working against Rowe. Decides to play it outside. Now it's Schmick. Dylan Schmick, sophomore. It's a ground ball now, scooped up by the Rams. They're on top by 3, 6-3 with 10:50. Effort by Central Catholic. That time it was Schmick with the shot. Unable to effort by Central Catholic. That time it was Schmick with the shot. Unable to net it that time. Here comes Crayford. Jack Crayford all the way on the outside. Weaving down the middle. Behind the goaltender now. Here comes Crayford, implementing instructions. With the stutter step. Trying to go for the wraparound. Instead, he plays in the middle to a cutter. That was Lazat there on the shot. And now the second chance effort by Central Catholic is still live. They're up by 3, 6-3 with 9:40 left in this one.
Great cut by Lazat that time on the middle. Got the ball, but couldn't get it in the net.
Huge
Another
opportunity, and it goes in. Central Catholic with another goal. That time it is number 12, Sam Martin, with his second of the goal of the evening. He's got a brace. 2 for Martin.
Martin scored at 3:28 left in the second. Scores here with 9:33 left in the game. So Martin with 2 and Lefevre with 2.
Now it's just a competition for Central Catholic on who can get the hat trick first, Dave. Is it Martin or Lefevre? I mean,
The way they're spreading it around, let's
right.
see.
Yeah, the way they're spreading around, I'm not sure if we're going to see a hat trick today, right?
Right.
Here comes Central Catholic once again. This time it's McHale. Lucian McHale finds Schultz. Schultz spins around, trying to work his way central. Oh, nice fake. No foul called yet. Lucian McHale, the senior, is getting chopped at.
And finally, too much. Referee calls a foul there.
Too much chopping from Owen Houston, number 42.
Well, no, maybe that was a timeout before that.
So timeout called by Central Catholic. 7-3 the score. We have reached double digits in scoring. 10 collective goals, 8:58 left in this fourth period, as both teams going to talk this one over during this timeout.
Look back and see how long it's been since Central Catholic gave up such a low number of goals. Against Hood River a week ago, they gave up 6. Looking back on the season, well, on April the 8th, they beat Hillsborough 20-0. And the only other time was on March 19th, they beat Century 19-2.
Well, 19-2 was a pretty massive win.
20-0 is even better.
Yeah. So just under 9 minutes remaining in this game. Central Catholic on top by 4. And since that halftime break, Dave, the Rams really have really exemplified some resounding defense. They've stood strong. Still plenty of lacrosse left to play. 9 minutes remaining in this fourth period. If you're Ivy Wells at this point, you just have to push your guys up and try to be extra aggressive.
Right. Send extra guys up and try to be as aggressive as you can. You know, Jack, it seems like we've gone through 4 seasons here. It was rainy,
yeah,
and it was warm.
Yeah, right.
Now it's cold.
Yeah, we've gone through 4 seasons in 1. That's Oregon for you. It was 80 degrees 5 days ago, or maybe 6 days ago, as Crayford's working inside, and he scores. Crayford with a wraparound shot, and he nets it to make the score 8-3. Central Catholic on top by 5.
That coming at the 8:45 mark, Jack Crayford, his first goal.
Well, it didn't really take too long out of that break for Central Catholic to find another goal, did it, Dave?
48 seconds.
Yeah. Make it 8-3 as Crayford gets on the score sheet for the first time tonight.
6 different goal scorers for the Rams.
Now it's going to be a face-off between Newbury and Jones. And the Rams get it. Here comes Newbury.
Newbury doing a good job. I mean, coming up with those and pushing forward.
He's got a talented family. He's got a brother that scored today. He's a senior. You know, they got a lot going for them. Here comes Central Catholic. Rams working in the middle now. It's Lefevre. Gus Lefevre has scored 2 goals today. Lazat spills it, turns it over, and now it's Wells. Going Central. It's Houston on the attack. He's in a world of his own. Houston shoots. Oh, and he made Ramirez Orozco look absolutely dazed. He had to turn around to receive that one, but it didn't go in. Somehow, miraculously, the Rams make a stop there, but that one was just inches away from crossing the line, Dave.
You know, Orozco, I'm not sure if he saw it or not. He got his stick up, though, in the area. It hit the stick and dropped down in front of him. He did a 360 looking for it.
Right.
Finally, when he got back, turned around facing forward, he saw it, cleared it away, but that ball was just laying there in front of him. Had he stepped on it, it might have went in.
Yeah, Ramirez Orozco was like, oh, wow, I almost just stepped on the ball and it almost just went in. Kind of like in hockey when the goaltender just, kicks it and accidentally goes in. It happens.
He said, you know what, I stopped that one.
Yeah, right, he did stop that one. He was just perplexed by his own skills. Here come the Rams up by 5, 8-3, 7:05 remaining in this fourth and final period. It's Lefevre working. Lefevre against Carrick. Dueling. Oh, here he comes. Nice pass inside. It ricochets wide, and referee blows his whistle.
Yep, that was a, Schultz there was in front, got knocked down. I thought it was a high stick. I thought it got hit up high, but
yeah, I think it was a high stick. He was chopping on him. So they're going to called the foul against the Guardians. Central Catholic retained possession. They're up by 5 with 6:40 left, and that one deflected off of the goalie Kramer. Pretty good work from him.
Lazat that time came from left to right, got inside, put a shot away just in time. Kramer got his stick down to block it.
Lazat's one of the Rams' most speedy athletes. Here comes, a wraparound shot from Crayford, excuse me. Crayford with a wraparound.
Not only a wraparound, he jumped up in the air.
Called a jumping wraparound from Crayford, right?
Right. When he jumps up, it gives him way more room to wind up on that, and he let that one fly right in front of the goalie.
He had a trampoline off of the ground to get some extra power behind that one. Good effort from Crayford that time, and now the Rams pick it up.
And now the Rams working in close on the net.
Rams looking to extend their lead. They're on top by 5. 8-3 with 6 minutes remaining in this one. Oh, rips it, and it just goes wide right. That time, Dylan Schmick with a solid effort. Central Catholic still have possession. Now it's Crayford. Crayford against Rowe. Plays it up top to Schmick. Schmick being patient, working inside, and it's wide left on that attempt. All the way out of bounds, and it will be Guardians' possession.
Kramer got his stick up that time and deflected it. It was a shot about chest high, and he got his stick up to deflect it.
Middle of the field. Middle.
Now the Guardians playing it alongside their back line, trying to work it up from the back. Some chopping from Central Catholic. No call that time. Referee blows his whistle. And it will be a timeout, looks like.
And I believe it's charged to Central Catholic.
So the Rams decided to take a timeout. 5:25 left in the fourth period. Central Catholic still on top by 5, 8-3. There's been 2 goals in this fourth period so far. We've seen a lot of defense, Dave.
And when you think about that, 1 goal in the third, 2 here in the fourth, that's 3 goals the entire second half. But that's 3 more goals than Wells has got in the second half.
Right. Yeah, Wells started off hot. They got the opening goal from number
Hallow.
1, Carl Hallow, excuse me. And at the end of the first quarter, Wells actually led by 2-1. And then at halftime, Rams were up 5-3. And in the third, Rams were up 6-3. And now the Rams are up 8-3. So I think that the pattern is the Rams just keep showing their offensive firepower. They're extending their lead. And, I think with the Guardians, they just need to be macro aggressive. They have to just push guys up and try to really just have a lot of outlet passes and have guys cutting in, because I think that's what's been working for Central Catholic. They've had a lot of players that have cut in the area, like Lazat, that have just gotten great shots off. They may have not necessarily led to goals, but when you set it up and you have those outlet passes for cutters, it's easier to score.
One of the statistics from the second period, Lefebvre with 2 goals, Gus Lefebvre with 2 goals. He got the first and the last goal in that period. The other thing, I've been watching Jack Crayford carefully, and he plays up front, and he's been doing a great job of setting up other players.
He's a very meticulous player.
Very meticulous. He finally got a goal here, the last goal, but up till that time, he was doing a great job of hitting everybody else. He came from the behind the net, outside in the front on the left, found all those cutters, found the people who were open. He's played an excellent game.
Yeah, it has been an outstanding game for Jack Crayford, the senior. One of 8 seniors on this Rams side, repping those white jerseys. And even though Crayford has only scored 1 goal tonight, as you mentioned, Dave, he really has made an immense impact on the field collectively. Overall, he's made some great passes and overall just been more of a team player for this Rams squad. As it's scooped up by Toby Carrick all the way on the outside to Hollow, the goal scorer from earlier today. 5 minutes remaining. Rams on top by 5, 8-3.
Let me give you this, Jack. The last time Wells scored a goal, it was about 5 minutes left in the second period. They've not scored since that. Ramirez Orozco has went 27 minutes without giving up a goal.
Solid work from Ramirez Orozco. He's done a great job there as the goaltender.
Let's see, he went 5 in the second, 12, that's 17, plus he's gone 8 here, 25 minutes without giving up a goal.
Referee blows his whistle. It's going to be an offensive foul, a shove from Toby Carrick. Turns it over, and now the Rams looking to break. Owen Donegan just driving through defenders.
If you heard somebody yelling that time,
Yeah.
we have crowd mics out, and one of the Wells players was standing by it.
And I think it was either the Wells player or the official, one of the two. Crayford with possession of the ball now. Crayford cradles behind the goal.
He likes to come out to his left.
Here comes
And he
Crayford
does.
again. Yep, back out to Newbury. Drew Newbury. Stutter steps, shuffles his feet, and scoops it back for Schmick. Dylan Schmick weaving his way through traffic. Lost control, a diving effort. Commendable challenge there, an effort from Crayford there to try to keep that one in play.
Well, but he also got back there to make sure the possession stayed with Central Catholic.
That's right. .325 left in this fourth and final period. 8-3 the score. Rams on top by 5. Ralph Schultz. The spin cycle there from Schultz. Back up top to Crayford. Inside. Oh, and it's ultimately grabbed by Kramer, the goaltender.
Well, it wasn't grabbed by him. It fell on him.
Yeah, right? It really did fall
That's one
on
way
him.
to stop an attack.
Yeah. Just wait till the ball falls in front of your feet and just jump on it.
That's
right?
what he did.
That's, I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Why not? Oh, we got a huge clash for it, and it's scooped up by the Guardians, and the referee vocal about that call.
There were 6 players involved in that little scrum over the
A
ball.
little bit of a scuffle, if you will. And here come the Guardians. It's Eichen. Eichen working. 2:35 left in this fourth period. Rams up by 5. Guardians need an answer soon. They're running out of time. Ian Haddon with possession. Back for Eichen. Eichen behind the net now working as he's being chopped at. Here he comes in the area. Oh, we tried to bounce it in that time. A solid effort from Henry Eichen.
And another deflection for Adrian Ramirez Orozco.
Yeah, he's done a tremendous job back there.
That was a long stick midi that came around that time trying to wind up on that shot.
The Guardians ultimately scooping up. It's Haddon once again. Referee blows his whistle. And it's a turnover. We're going the other way. All the way back for the goaltender, Ramirez Orozco. And now it's Liam Casey, the junior. Casey taking control now until he plays it up. Opportunity brewing for Central Catholic. Can they get a shot off? Oh, a good idea with the pass there. It's Crayford on the reception. Loses control, and there's a long stick midi there. Who gets it? And now, oh, spills it. And it's, once again, drops in front of Paxton Kramer, the goalie.
This time he didn't fall on it. He put a stick on top of it.
Oh,
So that
almost an own goal. Saved that one. 1 minute and 5 seconds remaining in this match. Rams on top by 5, just 1 minute away from a victory. It's going to be an offensive foul, a hold against number 10, Toby Carrick, who scored a goal earlier today in the second quarter. Under a minute remaining now. Collision there near the far sideline. It's going to be a foul against the Guardians. The Rams pick it up. Nice stutter step to evade the defense. Puts the defender in a blender. Oh, and it's a beautiful pass and a finish from Crayford, who gets his second goal of the evening. What a setup that time, and a beautiful finish from Crayford.
Second goal in a row, coming at the 42nd mark. So Crayford with 2 goals, Martin with 2 goals, and Lefebvre with 2 goals. 6 of the 9 goals from those 3 players.
That time it was a beautiful assist from Finley Weymouth. I believe it was Weymouth that assisted that one, if I'm not mistaken, and that was just a great pass and an even better finish. Crayford was in the right spot at the right time, Dave. 2 goals for multiple players on this Rams side. As Jones is being chopped at, got a player that tumbled. That time it was Newberry. A little bit of a clash there. And now there's 30 seconds remaining in this game. Tensions are flaring. 30 seconds left. Rams with thrice as many goals as the Guardians. It's an interesting English word, Dave, thrice. But I was allowed to use it there. So 9-3. Rams on top with thrice as many goals as the Guardians, with just 20 seconds remaining until the termination of this game.
Rams are just going to run this, I think, around the outside. No,
Here comes Crayford. Oh, and he's shoved in the area. Referee blows his whistle. It's a shove, and Crayford's slow to get up. Hopefully he's okay with just 7.5 seconds remaining.
Sits up, puts his hands on his hips like, what happened?
Like, what happened, man? Come on, man. We're just seconds away from winning this thing. Why can't you just let me not
Score.
get shoved or score, right? Yeah.
Let me have a natural hat trick.
Yeah, a natural hattie. Well, Crayford takes off his helmet and limps off the field. Hopefully he's okay, as he's a little bit shaken up after that one. And we're going to have another timeout here, Dave, with just under 8 seconds left in this game.
I believe the Rams still have possession. Maybe they're trying to set up a
hat trick.
Maybe.
Well, not only would that the next goal give for Central Catholic give the potentially could give one of 3 players a hat trick, but additionally, Dave, that would put the Rams at double digits in scoring. They're up by 6, 9-3, but they have 9 goals. They're just 1 away from hitting that 10 mark. So 7.5 seconds on the scoreboard in the 4th and final period. Pretty enthralling game, Dave.
Jack's been reading the dictionary.
I have to, right? I'm a sports commentator. I think I've known that word for a while now, but there's a couple that I've been trying to, add to my repertoire. It's another good word I like. I mean, you got to be like Kevin Harlan, right? I mean, when you listen to guys like Kevin Harlan or Breen or Kevin Calabro, I just have to soak up every tidbit I can from these broadcasters and just kind of, take bits and pieces from each different one.
Well, you might go back and watch some old tapes. The greatest wordsmith of all the sports broadcasters was Howard Cosell.
I have listened to Howard Cosell. I'm also a big fan of Marv Albert. Kevin Harlan is just so unique, I like listening to him too.
Here we go.
Here come the Rams trying to extend their lead, and the referee blows his whistle with just seconds remaining in this one.
3.1 seconds to be exact.
That's
Here we
right.
go.
And it ricochets, and there's the final horn. That's going to do it. Central Catholic Rams 9, Ida Wells Guardians 3. Your final from Strasser Fields here at Delta Park. 9-3, the Rams get a victory.
I'm going to give you my highlight of the game right now.
Go ahead.
Because I just looked. The number is 29 consecutive minutes that Adrian Ramirez Orozco did not give up a goal. The last time he gave up a goal was the 5-minute mark of the second period. He went the next 29 minutes, no goal.
Wow. Well, tremendous work from Adrian Ramirez-Orozco, one of 8 seniors in this Rams side. Shout out to all the seniors and the families and the friends, families of this Rams side for senior night. And obviously it was an extremely entertaining game, exhilarating and enthralling, whatever it is. It's entertaining. We know that much. So really, really great game. Rams get the victory. Both sides have one more regular season game left. And Dave, you could give us the recap.
Well, I want to say Rams now are 5-4 in league and 10-5 overall. The reason that 5-4 is important is third place in the Columbia Conference going into tonight. Rams were tied with Grant 4-4 each. A win tonight, Grant's got a win tonight, and they meet for the final game. So
nice.
Who's going to finish third in the Columbia Conference will be decided in the next game. Wells now 0-9 in league, 4-12 overall.
Yeah, extremely entertaining game. Central Catholic Rams get the victory. 12 collective goals scored between both sides. 9-3 the final. Rams, as you mentioned, they moved to 5-4 in league play. 10-5 overall. IW Wells, they're 0-9 in league play and 4-12 overall. IW Wells, they will play against Mount Hood this Friday next, and Rams against Grant, right?
Wells is going to play Hood River.
Wells plays Hood River, and then Central Catholic plays Grant, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Want to remind everybody, we're Oregon Sports Beat. You can go to our website. It's OregonSportsBeat.com. We're entering playoff action, so we're not quite sure where we're going to be, what sport we're going to be in.
Or what the broadcast schedule will be exactly.
Exactly.
So it's TBD. It's to be determined.
You can go to our website, OregonSportsBeat.com. We'll have the information up because we're approaching playoff time in baseball, softball, lacrosse.
All these, a variety of sports.
Right.
Well, some people we want to thank, both coaches for both sides. For the Rams, first-year coach Dave Sanford, and for the Guardians, Kyle Hinks. And additionally, want to thank the parents and the different people that helped out. Ryan Johnson, head producer. We got Steve Roberts, our engineer. Ryan Johnson, producer, cameraman, head guy. And Dave Hall, my broadcast partner. I'm Jack McArthur. Dave, any final thoughts?
Great win for the Rams and great defensive effort by the Rams in this game. I know it's a low-scoring game, but the Rams only gave up 3 goals in a lacrosse match. Amazing.
Super entertaining stuff. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I've been Jack McArthur, and you've been watching Oregon Sports Beat. Your final from Strasser Field. We're saying so long from Delta Park. 9-3. Rams get the victory over the Guardians. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great night, everybody.
You can't catch the ball with your foot out of bounds.